Okay guys, it's time for a real talk here. We need to put our game face on because this guy is rated 1600. So I don't think we can just go for a Geodude build here and try to make it happen, but we are gonna do it in the early game because it's just decently powerful to have a Graveler already. So yeah. My best guess is that this guy is going to go for steel immediately to counter me, but yeah. Or maybe he's not going to care too much about what I'm doing because I'm just a single player. He needs to do something that looks at what everybody else is doing. So let's take a look at both of these two here. Also gonna sell the Arion and the Charmander to pick a double Pidgey, just because doubles are great. So if you don't know what's going on here, this is Pokemon Auto Chess. It's a free-to-play strategic game you can play in your browser, and you are having a certain amount of money. You can use money to buy Pokemon or buy experience, and experience impacts how many Pokemon you can field on the pitch, while the Pokemon will be better if they are evolved. For example, this Graveler has these stats, while these Geodudes has these stats, and the Growl is just better. Also, having Pokemon with similar synergies is going to help us get better stuff happening, because when you have Pokemon with similar synergies, they will unlock other bonuses here. Let's buy, for example, this Mudkip, put it in there, and you see now we have ground synergy, so every 3 seconds, up to 5 times, our ground Pokemon will have their stats increased. The Silo and the Graveler, they don't have any synergies bonuses going for them, but they are both evolved Pokemon, so having evolved Pokemon on the pitch early is just in general better than to build around a specific synergy here. I'm going to try to look a little bit about what this opponent here is doing every now and then, because he is rated 1600, and he should probably, I think it should be, I think 1500 you are top 15 in the world, so 1600 should be maybe top 5. Excited for that. I'm gonna take this here. That way we can make a Shell Bell, which is an item that lets a Pokemon heal, which is gonna make Graveler have the possibility to stay alive for longer and impact the game for longer. I'm a little bit afraid to dip too much into the fact that we are starting with a really good Graveler here, because I know that the defense game plan is easily countered by somebody who knows that you should build steel to counter defense builds. So I don't know that we are necessarily going to be too happy if we go with such a game plan. But it's currently the best game plan we have available to us. So maybe it is worth it. Also, we have not lucked out in the matter of gaining early economy. So we need to respect that a little bit. Still nothing to help us with that. I guess we can take the Shroomish and sell that, so we can have at least Charcoal, which is closer to give us Amulet Coin than we were earlier. And then the question is, should we just go all in on this Graveler? We are 4 Geodudes away from a goal, which would be a really good early thing. So I think we are going to do that. Let's also try to pick up a Swampert along the way for support. 3 more Geodudes now, and we are there. I guess Pidgeotto isn't the worst addition to the team either. I guess this guy went for babies. Yeah, he went for babies. Yeah, and this guy has gone for water, which is an econ build in the early game. So I guess he's gonna try to take out the position with a heavy load on spells and stuff. So we might lean into the CLO game line where we are trying to build ice, which is special defense against what the opposition is doing. But ground also works against spell builds. So we might have two ways to build a game plan here. Or is Graveler just better than Pidgeotto? Pidgeotto is not gonna give us additional stuff that happens. They are gonna paralyze the opponents every now and then, which will make or other Pokemon a little bit more time to make their stuff happen. But a Graveler will just also have the ground synergy unlocked already. Let's not worry too much about it. Let's spend the money and find the golem, and then we don't need to worry about whether or not we want to field the Graveler or the Pidgeotto. We just field the Pidgeotto and the golem instead. Okay, come on, Geodudes. The Piloswine is going to be a perfect addition to a ground ice team. So looking forward to pick up more of them. I don't know if Marshtomp is going to be the best thing in the world, but I'm excited to pick up a few of those too. Okay, we didn't get a golem quite yet, but it's this close. We're this close to early golem. Or I don't know if you can say it's early anymore. We're at stage 7, and we're still a little bit far away. Come on, crit. Take it out. This Marshtomp is gonna be an issue for us because they have Pokédoll, they have Muscle Band, and they have Stardust, which means that they are really tough to take out if you don't have enough punching power, and it's gonna heal every now and then. So yeah, this guy is gonna be a menace for us to deal with. But we tied, so we both lost that battle. Still no items that are good enough for us with regards to econ or stuff. I'm gonna take the Vullaby for a fossil, so we can make something into ice later if that is what we want to do. Piloswine, awesome. And Golem, please. I guess we can buy some more Pidgeys. Sure. Let's trade you guys for now, just so we can have a little bit more special defense. And now both of these Pokemon have a 1 in 5 chance to freeze opponents every hit, which will give us more time to build up ability power, so we can heal via the abilities we have. And yeah, we are not yet at our own power peak, which means that I don't expect to win that much short term. But getting Golem would be a substantial upgrade from a Graveler. Just getting an Amulet coin would be really good for our economy. Maybe we should prioritize putting one more Pokemon on the field, on the pitch. Yeah, let's do that. Put out Marshtomp as well. Buy another Swinub. Gyarados fight. I guess we wouldn't have to spend money on experience, since this is a free PvE fight. Now we need to really hope that we can get the Pokemon we want. Best case would probably be Lapras if we want to get an Ice Pokemon. It's really scary to go for Ice Pokemon because it's a high chance to find a bad unique. It's better to go for Ground if you want to have a big chance of a unique that really is going to impact the game positively for us. Twisted Spoon. I guess we can make another Shell Bell if we want to, but I really want to keep that for Ooh, yeah. Okay, we have a really good option to make a really good item for that press if we find that. But we do need to hit one of these portals that's on the other side. Oh, this was actually a perfect portal for us. It had lots of chances to hit both good ground and good ice Pokemon here. Okay, Raichus is not what I intended, but I haven't played with this guy before, so it might be good. It looks to do a re of effect damage, which would be good with a Soul Dew, so I'm gonna pick Raichus here. I haven't played around with it before, but it might be really awesome. So put it in here for the Pidgeot, give it Soul Dew, and let's see if that is what the doctor wants. And let's try to find those final golems and stuff. So, which items do we actually want if we can choose? I think I want 2 more Nevermelt's Eyes. 1 to make an amulet coin and 1 to make an ice stone. I just think that this opponent is gonna be the primal adversary we have to deal with in the endgame, just because they're rated 1600, so they should not lose that many games on randomness. They should lose games only on the fact that the opponents are countering them. That's my thinking. I'm also guessing that Pidgeys aren't the actual thing we care too much about. So that Raichus did absolutely the most damage, so we're gonna give him the amulet coin, and we are re-rolling to find that golem. Please, please, please. Okay, again, Mudkip is probably better guess than. Let's sell these Pidgeotos. We only bought them because they were there in the early game for us. But oh, here he is. Look at that. Lots better than the Graveler. I think it's that all stats increased by 50% or something there. Tendermouse. 2 gold on that fight there. Ooh, nice. And maybe even more. Maybe even more. Yeah, 3 free golds. Awesome. Okay, I'd love to also get the Mamoswine, 2 more Swinubs, and I'd love to get the Swampert. 3 really good ground Pokemon that has staying power and stuff. So yeah. No more Nevermelt Eyes here. I guess I'm gonna take hope for to get the magnet. We didn't get the magnet. In that case, I will go for this thing. I think that makes a decent thing with the thing here. It was not the item I thought of, so it turns out I'm just bad at this game. Okay, re-rolling to find the common tiers before we are going too high in rank here, because going high in rank means that we have less chance to find the Pokemon we want. Ah well. Hopefully Raichus can continue to feed us lots of amulet coin money, and we will also have a decent winning streak this game, because ooh, did you see that? Did you see that? Quadra kill. Oh, love to see it. Love to see it. I guess Aqua Egg on Raichus would also be nice, but the main thing we want to do is, yeah, find the evolutions here, and after that we can start to build some interest. I think. 1 more Swinub, 1 more Swinub, 1 more Mudkip, 1 more Mudkip, Swampert online. Come on, Swinub. Ah. And yes, I know I can utilize this Ditto to create a Mamoswine. I just don't think that it's in my interest to spend the Ditto on that. I much rather want to keep it until the end game, where we can make the Frigibacks or the Urshaying or the Rhyhorn evolve. Because we have a pretty powerful early game already. Finding that Mamoswine is only going to make our early game just a lot better. Come on, take it out before it can teleport again. And yeah, it's just gonna solidify our early game, but we are this close to do that, so I just want to do that before it's gonna be too hard. Or maybe we shouldn't worry too much about that, since the chance of us actually getting it, getting one more of the precise thing we need, is actually going to be really decent, since we're gonna have a lot of free rerolls while we are waiting. So maybe stop rerolling now. Maybe focus on getting up to chances of finding Ultras, so we can find the good ice Pokemons, we can find the good ground Pokemon, and just have more stuff on the bench. We need level 7 just so we can get 4 and 4 here. And yeah, I really want to unlock Rhyhorn as soon as possible, because he is going to be such a good increase to our Golem as well, giving him battle armor. Another charcoal, that's not what we want. Magnet is precisely what we want here. We can make a muscle band, increase the base stats of Golem by a lot. Or do we do it on Swampert? There's so many tanks that can utilize that. This guy is still going for water. I'm putting it on Golem since he already has the Shell Bell, so he will get even more use out of these items now. I think it makes sense. Dun -dun. Okay, this is the 1600 player, and yeah, we lost that pretty confidently. He even chose Love Disc. I'm very interested to see how a 1600 player actually plays this plays this Love Disc. Love Disc basically takes the best attack, ability power, defense, and special defense on the Pokemon on either side and lets them combo. So if you have a decked out ability power Pokemon on one side and a decked out attack power guy on the other side, they will switch stats. So Blastoise will give his additional stuff here to the Azumarill to increase both of their stats, which is pretty cool. Another chance to get Never Melt Ice on the Carousel here. If we get that, I certainly want to make an Ice Stone, so we can put it on either Swampert or Golem, so they can get additional stats. Okay, another player also going for water, which means that building ice is going to be very good for us. However, they got the Lapras that I really wanted, so they are gonna beat us here. It's because Lapras is a really good Pokemon, even though he hasn't put any items on it. I think Lapras probably were very good, comparable with the Gyarados that was totally decked out. So Lapras is really good, unique. Okay, Never Melt Ice, I want this thing or this thing. We are choosing third last, so not too sure if we can actually get it, but we are allowed to hope. Let's start to run in the middle here. Okay, we are closest, we will get it. Awesome. Okay. That means we can now put any ground Pokemon on the pitch and give this Ice Stone to any ground Pokemon that's not already Ice, and get really cool stats. And I think it's probably best to give it to Golem. Ice Golem. Avalanche. I'm just gonna put one more pile of swine on the pitch here. He's not going to give us any synergy bonuses currently, but he is another Pokemon that can freeze opponents. He will he just in general contribute, and we didn't lose out on interest gold by doing it this turn. So it gives us a higher chance to win these fights here that we need to win if we are to survive until the end game. I don't think we should be too hopeful. We are losing a lot of HP here. Mamoswine, finally Mamoswine. Okay, taking that, and then we need to reroll so we can get another ground Pokemon on the pitch. Sure, Palian Wooper is another ground Pokemon. It's also going to give us Aquatic, which is pretty nice. So one thing we could consider changing based on what we're doing here is that we have all of our Pokemon up in the front line, but all of our Pokemon benefit from the battle taking longer. So we should probably place all of our Pokemon in the back, just so that the walking to meet the other team takes a little bit longer, so we will have higher stats when we encounter the opponents. I think that's a decent assessment. Put everything back, so the Pokemon we have can have more stuff, have better stats when we engage. Doesn't that make sense? I think it makes sense. Okay, what's the 6 and 1600 doing? He looks to be mainly doing the same thing I like to do when I go water. Reroll to get a few of these high versions of these tiers, and he's going for water 6. He doesn't care about the Gyarados, which is interesting to me. So yeah. I guess that might be because another water player took the Gyarados, and it's hard for him to also get the Gyarados, since there are just that many Magikarps available in the pool. Or maybe he just prioritized getting the additional mana earlier. Okay, ground here, ground there, but we primarily want ice, so I want to hit this thing if I can. Because then we can get Kyurem, Articuno, Thundurus, or we can get Landorus, Zygrade, or Groundon. If we get Groundon, we can make a Primal Groundon. I think we have no choice. We have to make Primal Groundon when we have the option to do that. Hello, Red Orb Primal Groundon. You are nah. Are we gonna field you over Palian Wooper? I think we are. Okay. What's this item? Gracia Flower. Yes, Gracia Flower on the Regigas, I think. Do something like this. So now these three Pokemon will have a 20% additional attack speed, which will help them charge mana faster, which will help them deal damage faster. Primal Groundon is just gonna have a base stat of 30 because of this red orb here, and it's gonna deal true damage, which is great for us. Boom. How is the damage looking? It's not that great, but it's also not that bad. Okay, rethinking a little bit. Maybe we want to prioritize the attack speed on stuff that has a chance to freeze opponents. I guess I guess the benefit of doing it in Groundon over the Mammoth Swine is pretty substantial, so I'm gonna keep it like this for now. We are buying experience, so we are still above 50 monies. Next turn we get 2 more experience, so we get to level 7, we get a free reroll at level 7, and we might get one of the uniques we really care about. I don't think doing it now is worth the interest loss, just to field another Palean Whooper. We would get the aquatic bonus, but I don't think it's necessary to have a large enough additional chance of winning a fight here. Boom. Maybe we should have done it. We are really close here. You need to go over here. Deal with this guy. Deal with the fire, Cosmo. You're burning, but you can't take burn damage because you're fire. Boom. Come on. Yes. Oh, you know what? I really want the Abomus now, because he has. Ooh, let's take another freezing thing. Freezing stone, freezing stone, freezing stone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, we're gonna have a Groundon of ice and fire. Oh, that's gonna be huge. Then we don't need to choose between high damage and freezing chance. We're just gonna do this. A Groundon of ice and fire. Hopefully that's resonating with the people out there. Okay. So I really want the Snorunt, because that will also unlock the monster ability for our Groundon here. Okay, how is Groundon gonna be better here? He's gonna have a lot more survivability because of the additional special defense he has, and he has a chance of freezing the opponents. It didn't quite work against this opponent. This opponent goes for psychic human fairy, so he's also going special defense, and I thought we should be better against that, but apparently not. Oh well. Maybe put in something that helps us. Okay, gonna buy another Ditto, because then we can instantly create a 2-star Ultra when we get there. Maybe that's just what we should save up for. Save up for the possibility to have 5% chance to reroll into Ultras. Because we have the 2 Dittos here. Yeah, I think we're gonna need that. Then again, we are lethal, so we shouldn't think too much about the future. We should think also a little bit about what we can do to improve our team now. But yeah, I think one more Pokemon on the pitch, either a Frigibax or Rhyhorn or Teddy Ursha, either of those 3 Ultras, or even Snorunt, would give us such a much better synergy level that we would be a lot happier. I'm gonna take Assault Vest, put it on the Groundon just so he doesn't take too much special damage. Then we are buying experience, and we are rerolling, trying to find the Ultras we want. There he is, there he is. Okay, so we found him just too late. This guy already found his max tier thing, and yeah, it's imagine we gotten the Rhydon online. It would help the Golem, it would help the ground synergies. Ah, such a shame. But it's always exciting to see what the top tier players are doing, and yeah, he's basically using Love Disc as a way to transfer legendary Pokemon stats over to the Sobble. Oh, that's a great idea. No, it's a Drizzle. Okay, so let's just look at what's happening here. So he is stacking ability power on this guy, 160 ability power, and giving that to Drizzle, so he's just really good, and he can build survivability and mana bursting items on this guy. Yeah, that's really clever. That's a nice way to utilize the Love Disc. And I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and guess that the legendary player wins this game. He took these glasses, probably gonna put it on Sobble, just because it's a really good Pokemon. Has high base attacks here. And he's building Lombre with crit power and crit chance and amulet coin. Because he has a lot of attack speed. Okay. Are you gonna put these extra vision glasses on you? No, you put it on Azumarill. Huh, okay. Maybe he wants to have the space open for a better item. Possibly the blanket that gives you crit chance. And oh my god! The other water player with the mirror match actually totally bonks him here. So he has the Wishy-Washy, he has the Gyarados, he has the Primal Kyogre. I mean, he does have a properly stacked water team with everything you want from water. He also has a Sobble. What's your unique? It looks like he has sold the unique he got to pay for something here. And it's not necessarily a bad idea to do that. You get so much gold out of it. And you can even make the Rhyhorn into a water Pokemon if he chooses the Water Stone. So how did this guy gonna deal with this guy? Is it so much HP to get through here? Yeah, he did take the Water Stone and put it on Rhyhorn. Cool. Actually, all the players that are remaining went for high amounts of water in their final compositions here. So yeah, 1600 player beats the other player here. I think they're both Korean based on their player names, and yeah, they're both just re-rolling, trying to find the best stuff here, buying more ultras. Yeah, Sobble. So this guy only has one Sobble, and this guy has a Drizzle and Ditto. I guess he can very easily, or is very close to getting Wailmer or Wailord. So that's the most current upgrade he can do, but yeah, I don't know how good he's going to be long term here. I guess the top tier player has the bonus of ranged spell attack, and yeah, he went for Wailord here. So I'm guessing that this guy's tactic is just keep your Drizzle alive for as long as possible, and try to utilize the fact that the Love Disc gives him tons of good stuff. Survive one more battle, find a good weapon at the Super Ancients, and hope he can take out the opposition player from that. Because the opposition player, they are Do you see that? They know the opponent has the drizzle, and the main benefit of the drizzle is that they can do lots of range attacks, so they spread their guys out. But yeah, a lucky kill from I think it was the Kyogre there that took out everything, took it out. So yeah, that's that. And let's look at the ELO here. We lost some ELO, but I think it's fun to see how the real top tier players are planning and doing their games here when we are in the same games. So 1652. Yeah, that's a top 5 player. We couldn't deal with them, but yeah, they should be. We dealt with this guy once though, so that's fun. Anyways, thanks for watching. It's been a Harbinger. We'll be playing Pokemon Ultra Chess. The link is in the description down below if you want to try it out for yourself, and hope to see you guys in games. See ya!